สวัสดีค่ะสำหรับวันนี้นะคะเป็นรายการที่10นะคะซึ่งเป็นรายการตอนสุดท้ายของการอบรมครูผ่านทางวิดีโอคอนเฟอเรนซ์ระหว่างมหาวิทยาลัยออริกอนกับมูลนิธิการศึกษาทางไกลผ่านดาวเทียมในลำดับแรกนี้ดิฉันจะขอเรียนเชิญท่านขวัญแก้ววัชโรไทยท่านประธานมูลนิธิการศึกษาทางไกลผ่านดาวเทียมกล่าว closing speech ค่ะสำหรับรายการในตอนสุดท้ายวันนี้นะคะ
Good evening to Oregon, Ajahn Leslie of Beckman. Good morning to Bangkok, Mr. George Wilcox, Regional English Officer, the U.S. Embassy in Bangkok, Associate Professor Narapon Chanocha, and Associate Professor Chusuchada Nimmanit from Language Institute, Chulalongkorn University. The teacher participants at Bangkok site and Hua Hin, and the audience who joined the program by TV broadcasting. Today comes the last session of the 10 video conference teacher training series. We have gone for 3 years, since 2004, when the first 10 part was presented, followed by another 10 part on the following years up to now. The training session for English teacher delivered to us from the United States of America in form of integration of curriculum and technology is the first and ever being held in Thailand. Over the duration, the so-called training, the trainer session, prominently encourage and facilitate teachers to learn new and interesting techniques and methods of teaching English, share experiences, and exchange resources in friendly learning environment. To wrap up, our sincere thanks go to Regional English Office, the Embassy of United States of America in Bangkok, the University of Oregon, Language Institute, Chulalongkorn University, the Thai TESOL, and TOT Public Company. We hope to work in partnership with all of you in the near future. For teacher participants here in Bangkok and in Hua Hin, as well as those who view the program on TV broadcasting channel, we do appreciate your time, energy, and efforts in participating in this program. Congratulations on your success. We wish you all the best in life and profession. Thank you.
ค่ะกราบขอบพระคุณค่ะต่อไปดิฉันจะขอเรียนเชิญคุณจอร์จ วิลค็อกซ์ Regional English Language Officer American Embassy in Bangkok to
I want to reiterate the thanks from the Regional English Language Office of the U.S. Embassy to TOT, the Distance Learning Foundation, Chulalongkorn University, Thai TESOL, the Ministry of Education, University of Oregon, all the teachers here and in Hua Hin and all over Thailand who have taken part in these series of video conferences. And congratulations to all the teachers who have worked so hard over these past 10 sessions. I think it's important that you put into practice what you have learned. And if you have problems doing this, please do contact us at the Regional English Language Office, possibly the University of Oregon, Thai TESOL, and the ministry if you need assistance in implementing what you've learned. Just want to let you know that As far as the future is concerned, we're discussing further possible follow-up or similar conferences, video conferences, to begin sometime later in this year or possibly early next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, George. May I now invite Ajahn Leslie and Ajahn Cindy to start our 10th session, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And welcome to the 10th and the final session for this academic year. We're not ready to say goodbye forever. We're going to hope that we'll have other chances to work with you as well. It's been a really wonderful partnership. We'll save our closing remarks till the very end, though. I think that's what we're going to do. Tonight is a very exciting night because what we're hoping to see and do is hear from the teachers. So we've had a lot of time of you listening to us and people working in groups and back and forth and exploring new ideas, but we're hoping tonight to give the Thai teachers some time in the limelight and to showcase some of the work and some of the ideas that you've been thinking about so hard over the last 5 sessions. We'll do a quick review of what some of those projects or some of those work samples might look like, and we'll give you some time to sort of get organized and figure out who wants to talk and what you'd like to talk with us about, and we'll explore some future directions. If people have questions and answers, as always, we'd be happy to take those, and then we're very pleased to be taking part in the closing ceremonies tonight and looking forward to shaking your hands virtually, if not in person, at the time the program ends tonight as well. Last session, session number 9, as one of the suggested themes, and this was not a required theme, it's simply a suggested theme, as a way of looking forward into the future, we went on the web and we looked for a global theme or a global activity that's taking place in India, in Germany, in the United States, in countries all around the world, and it can take place in Thailand as well. Anyone who wants to join the United Nations Environment Program in their Clean Up the World weekend is welcome to do so. It's the third weekend in September. Is that right? Third? Would that be 3?
I think so.
I think so. And this year it falls on September 15th through 17th. There's a really wonderful supporting website through the United Nations that gives ideas and shows projects for teachers and things that have been done in the past. And it occurred to us that it would be a possible fit with the Thai curriculum because you do so much already related to health issues and environmental issues, green chemistry, greener issues. I know your students are very connected to the communities and the cities in which they live. So that's one possible direction we'll be exploring in more detail tonight. But basically it's up to teachers and what they've decided has been important to them.
Okay.
Okay, does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay. Narapan, do we need to pause for translations or shall we go ahead?
You can go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead. All right. So, what we'd like you to do now, working in Bangkok in groups, working in Hua Hin in groups, or following along with us out in the television audiences and the ERIC centers is, let's take a good 5 or 10 minutes and think about the kinds of resources that you've managed to put together over the last 5 sessions. We've been targeting, what did we target? We targeted reading.
And writing.
And writing.
Well, most skills, an integration of
Integration of skills. We targeted realia collections.
Collaborative and cooperative learning.
Collaborative projects. We looked at learning centers. I think some of you had some swap shop kinds of activities going around. So what we'd like to invite you to do is, within your group, if you brought some materials with you, we'd love to see them. If you didn't bring them, that's okay. But we'd like to hear you report on any materials, any resources that you've gathered together. They could be based around skills, could be reading, it could be reading and writing, it could be reading, writing, speaking, and listening. It could be sort of skills-oriented. Or perhaps you've been working more along thematic units or thematic lines. Perhaps you've been working with some of the topics from your curriculum. What are some of the ones we've heard? We've heard health.
Health, travel,
tourism.
Food.
Food
Food is health.
Yeah, food and health sort
Nutrition.
of combined together. So lots of topics from your curriculum. You've brought a number of those into the classroom and into the sessions here. We talked a little bit about learning centers. So setting up learning centers or learning corners in your room, places where students can go and different students can be doing different things at the same time. Session number 9, we talked a little bit about realia, trying to get projects that address the needs of kinesthetic or hands-on learners. If some of you made songs, if you made dioramas, if you had hands-on building kinds of projects, we'd love to hear about those. And then last of all, I think in some of the locations you've been working with Swap Shop. So perhaps some of you have been bringing extra copies of resources or materials or teaching ideas and exchanging them with the other teachers in your groups. So what we'd like you to do now is take 5 or 10 minutes and get into your groups and think about which of these topics you'd like to talk about or tell us about, and let's do a showcase. And by way of example, I'd like to share with you very quickly a nice example that came to us from one of the schools who's participating. And one of the teachers, what you'll see on the screen now, is some examples of Diamante poems, one of the poems that we did in the session. And this teacher went back to the classroom, and here you see pictures of students working together. They look very happy and excited and engaged, very motivated. And they're working on their poems and their creative writing. And on the screen, you see some examples of the actual writing that they did. In his remarks just now, Kun George invited teachers to contact us, and we do welcome your contact. We'd love to hear from more of you by email. And if you have additional student samples of work in the form of pictures or writing that you'd like to send to us, we'd be happy to try to get those up on the website in the showcase as well. So going back to our PowerPoint slide, once again, we'd like to invite you to get into groups. And if you have something you'd like to tell us about, we have time tonight to hear about it and see your demonstrations. If you prefer to simply sit and watch and listen, that's okay too. But let's have you get into your groups and see what kind of plans you'd like to come up with. Ajahn Nadaporn, does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yes. อาจารย์คะอาจารย์เลสลี่ขอให้อาจารย์ค่ะบนจอนะคะให้อาจารย์ทำงานเป็นกลุ่มแล้วก็ลองดูแต่ละหัวข้อนะคะว่าที่อาจารย์ได้รับการอบรมไปในเซสชั่น4เซสชั่นหลังนะคะที่เกี่ยวกับในหัวข้อใหญ่ของเราคือ Creating a Resource Rich Classroom นี่นะคะอาจารย์ได้กลับไปทำอะไรบ้างนะคะไปสอนนะคะแล้วก็เด็กนักเรียนของเรามีผลงานอะไรออกมาบ้างโดยที่ลองอาจารย์เลือกได้นะคะจากหัวข้อพวกนี้อย่างเช่นว่าสกิลนะคะทักษะอะไรที่คือของเราเนี่ยนะคะใน4เซสชั่น 6-9 เนี่ยเราเน้นทาง reading กับ writing ใช่ไหมคะอาจารย์ได้นำไปใช้นะคะสอนแล้วก็มอบงานให้นักเรียนเนี่ยทำที่จะพัฒนาทักษะอ่านและเขียนเนี่ยด้วยกิจกรรมอะไรบ้างนะคะอาจารย์ก็ลองคุยกันดูนะคะแล้วก็เล่ากิจกรรมเตรียมที่จะนำเสนอให้อาจารย์และซึ่งอาจารย์ซินดี้ฟังนะคะว่ากิจกรรมอย่างเช่น writing ที่อาจารย์ให้นักเรียนได้ทำเนี่ยคืออะไรนะคะถ้าอาจารย์บางท่านอาจจะเลือกที่เป็นธีมใช่ไหมคะธีมเบสซึ่งเราก็เน้นกันอยู่ว่าอยากให้สอดคล้องกับหลักสูตรของเราอาจารย์และซึ่งได้เน้นอย่างนั้นนะคะอย่างเช่นที่ผ่านมาที่เวลาอาจารย์ทำกิจกรรมกลุ่มเนี่ยอาจารย์ก็พูดถึงธีมอย่างเช่น health สุขภาพใช่ไหมคะ travel หรือว่า food นะคะอันนี้เรียกว่าอาจารย์มีธีมนอกเหนือจากนี้เนี่ยนะคะแล้วอาจารย์กลับให้นักเรียนเนี่ยได้ทำโปรเจกต์อะไรไหมนะคะก็กลับมาขอให้เล่าให้ฟังนะคะอันนั้นอีกอันนึงเป็นหัวข้อนี้ถ้าอาจารย์เลือกถ้ากลุ่มไหนเลือกนะคะแล้วก็หัวข้อเรื่องการ set up learning center ที่อาจารย์ก็มีภาพมีอะไรมาให้ดูตัวอย่างเยอะแยะนะคะที่จะเป็นมุมการเรียนมุมการอ่านของนักเรียนจำได้ไหมคะแล้วก็ที่มุมที่มีโปสเตอร์มีอะไรต่ออะไรอย่างนั้นน่ะถ้าจะมีภาพมา ก็ยิ่งดีนะคะมานำเสนอนะคะอันนั้นสำหรับอาจารย์ที่กลับไปทำมุม Learning Centers นะคะหรือว่าอีกหัวข้อหนึ่งนะคะอย่างเช่นพวกเรียนะคะมุมที่อาจารย์จะไปเก็บของที่นะคะเป็นวัสดุอุปกรณ์ของจริงนะที่จะเอามาใช้ประโยชน์ในการที่จะให้นักเรียนทำกิจกรรมเกี่ยวกับการเรียนภาษาอังกฤษได้นะคะหรือแม้แต่พวกโบรชัวร์ที่อาจารย์ไปเก็บมานะคะที่อาจารย์เอามาทำ swap shop กันนะคะมาแลกกันเนี่ยก็ใช่นะคะถ้าวันนี้อาจารย์นำมาก็อาจารย์ก็พูดถึงว่าได้นำเรือพวกนั้นเนี่ยไปใช้ประโยชน์อะไรในการเรียนการสอนให้นักเรียนทำกิจกรรมอะไรบ้างนะคะหรือว่านักเรียนอ่านนะคะหรืออะไรนะคะแล้วก็อีกอันหนึ่งก็คือเรื่อง swap shop นะคะว่าอาจารย์นี้ได้ทำอะไรบ้างไหมกับโรงเรียนข้างเคียงหรือว่ากับอาจารย์สอนภาษาอังกฤษในโรงเรียนเดียวกันนะคะได้แลกเปลี่ยนอะไรกันบ้างรีซอสอะไรกันบ้างนะคะอาจารย์ถ้ามีตัวอย่างพวกนี้มานะคะงานของเด็กอาจารย์นำมาโชว์เลยแล้วก็เล่าให้ฟังถ้าไม่มีนะคะอาจารย์ก็แค่เล่าว่าอาจารย์ได้ทำอะไรนะคะเลือกหัวข้อพวกนี้นะคะแล้วก็ได้เล่ากิจกรรมที่อาจารย์ทำหรือที่อาจารย์ให้นักเรียนทำหรือกิจกรรมที่อาจารย์ได้แชร์กับเพื่อนอาจารย์ด้วยกันในโรงเรียนหรือในโรงเรียนข้างเคียงนะคะก็ขอความกรุณาอาจารย์ทำงานเป็นกลุ่มประมาณสัก5 นาทีนะคะคืออาจารย์คงเตรียมมาแล้วบ้างนะคะเพราะว่าเราก็ทราบแล้วว่าเซสชันนี้คือเซสชันที่เราจะมาพรีเซนต์ผลที่ได้รับจากการอบรมไปนะคะสัก5 นาทีแล้วเดี๋ยวจะขอวันนี้คงต้องขอเยอะหน่อยนะคะอาจจะผู้แทนจาก3 กลุ่มทางกรุงเทพและผู้แทนจาก3 กลุ่มทางหัวหินโดยให้สลับกันนะคะหัวหินกรุงเทพหัวหินอะไรอย่างนี้นะคะเดี๋ยวจะบอกอีกทีหนึ่งนะคะค่ะเรียนเชิญอาจารย์เลยค่ะเป็นกลุ่มเป็นคู่ก็ได้ค่ะอาจารย์คุยด้วยกันนะคะค่ะเลือกหัวข้อก่อนว่าจะเน้นอันไหนนะคะค่ะ Leslie, I have asked them to, as you said, pick up one of the 5 choices, and talk and discuss in pairs or in groups. And if they have student work with them, they can show and talk about it. If not, they would just, tell us what they have done, related to those topics. And then perhaps I think we will ask them to perhaps 2 representatives from Bangkok and 2 from Hua Hin. I think if I'm correct, I think you would like to hear a little bit more than usual what they have done,
yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 3. That's an excellent plan. Let's do 3 from Bangkok and 3 from Hua Hin.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect summary of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I give them 5 minutes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
We in Bangkok we've got about 4 groups ready for presentation. Not 3.
How much? Not 3. How much time do you estimate each group needs? Maybe
2
less
minutes.
than 5 minutes? Can we do them? 2
Yeah.
minutes is perfect.
2
okay,
minutes,
good.
yeah.
Good. Okay, good. Then we'll have time for everybody. That's good.
Yeah.
Will you be the timekeeper?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. Well, we're excited. We're ready when you are.
Yeah, they have brought a bunch of things, so we can't decide.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So it turns out to be 3. 4, sorry. And Hua Hin, I checked with Hua Hin, okay. Yeah. อาจารย์สรดาคะไม่ทราบที่หัวหินพร้อมไหมคะมีกี่ท่านคะที่จะพรีเซนต์3 ท่านครบไหมคะ
Well, I think they have brought a few things as well, so maybe 3 or 4 people would like to say a few words.
ค่ะ
If that's possible with the time.
Yeah. Let's keep it 2 minutes for each, okay?
Yeah, 2. 2 is good.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Impossible.
Yeah, just that's impossible. Yeah, I'll be a timekeeper.
It's possible. Okay, well, let's start whenever you're ready.
Yeah. ไม่ทราบทางหัวหินพร้อมหรือยังคะ
พร้อมค่ะ
พร้อมนะคะทางกรุงเทพพร้อมหรือยังคะพร้อมนะคะอาจารย์สุชาดาขอคิวด้วยนะคะขอชื่อด้วยค่ะว่าจะมีอาจารย์ท่านไหนบ้าง แล้วก็ทางหัวหินนะคะเดี๋ยวขอเริ่มทางหัวหินเลยดีไหมคะ1 ท่านนะคะแล้วก็กลับมาทางกรุงเทพนะคะสลับกันดีไหมคะค่ะเริ่มที่หัวหินก่อนนะคะ
The first will be from Achanwari, Bangtaiganwon School. Thank you.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello. I just would like to show you about poem that we have taught our students. It's quite popular now for our students. So first of all, we just give them. I use my mapping in my class just to elicit some word or vocabulary about. I've taught them about day and night. So let them elicit. So I elicit some word from the students, just like, what do you think about day? What word do you think when you hear day? So they say safe, bright, something like that. I let them, after that, when I've got the vocabulary from the students, so we separate it into part of speech, which one is adjective, which one is verb, ing or something, and which one is noun. And I show them the example of the diamond table, and after that, they choose their topic to do it. Okay, and so I write the example on the board and let them create the new poem with me together in class. So we've got example on the blackboard and ask them to by themselves, something like that. It's just like a brief. I would like to show you another one.
Oh, I would like you to send pictures of these to us so we could put them on the website.
Yeah, thank you. It's about sea and mountain.
Oh, very nice.
Right, they love it, very, very love it. They're quite popular now to write poems. M4, M5, M6, all of them can write diamond tape poem. Right.
Yes.
They enjoy, right? They enjoy a lot. Right. Okay, that's all for me.
Oh, that's
Thank
great.
you.
Well, Cindy, would you like to comment on the pedagogical adaptations that she made?
Well, I think it's very nice the way that you demonstrated it for the students to begin with. And then as with the whole class, you created an example, a second example on the board. And then you let the students work individually on their own topics to create a similar poem. So there's really good scaffolding there between the activities, from being very guided to being more free and more creative for the students. And it gives the students an opportunity to use language in a way to express their ideas and feelings, and you're not worrying about sentence-level grammar or paragraph writing, but giving them the opportunity to express their ideas in another language.
Yeah, I really liked what you said, that they were having fun with it.
Yeah.
Everybody felt successful. Everybody could participate and have fun. And you've got some beautiful illustrations to go with it, it looks like, too. I loved the diamond shape on the model lens. Very nice.
Right.
Very nice. Good job, good job.
Oh, thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah, thank you. ค่ะ ตอนนี้เชิญทางกรุงเทพนะคะ อาจารย์นิธิมาค่ะ เชิญค่ะ Yeah, from Bangkok.
Okay, good morning. In the occasion of the Queen's birthday or Mother's Day in Thailand, I used to teaching technique of demonte poem, such as. Okay, thank you. Here is the sample of my students' work. From this work, the students can learn about new vocabulary such as big, beautiful, working, cleaning, cooking, flowers, star, sky, jasmine, sleeping, buying, working, something like this. And after that, the student can learn about the responsibility of their parents. the method of how to write the Monte poem. They will proud of their parents and love them. And the students can create their works with the imagine and beautiful art. Something like this, I have many of my students, for example, like this. This.
Very nice.
Yes. And then,
Okay.
this. This.
Very nice.
And this the last, okay, this is from my student. I did it yesterday, because yesterday is Mother's Day in Thailand. And then I think after this I will show in the class, in their classroom. Okay, thank you.
Very nice. Boy, another very nice example. Yeah. Would you like to start with the comments?
Well, I think it's I like the way she had the students learning new vocabulary by not choosing the vocabulary for the students, but letting the vocabulary come out of the students' need to communicate their ideas and feelings. And having them take the same procedures and apply it to another topic, so they get multiple practice.
Good transfer.
Yes. And allowing them to be creative, to express not only in words but also in pictures and drawings, and the idea of displaying it for other classmates and for their parents and other people to see, I think, gives a full learning experience for the students, and it makes language learning fun.
It's fun and it was authentic. So there was a real purpose to the activity, and I think the emotional tie-in that students had with the work was very important there as well. So they were clearly connected to their family relationships and events that were happening around them. So very nice.
Yes.
This is so much fun to see the different angles that you've done with just the simple Diamante poem, and how readily you implemented it into your classes too. Nice work. Okay, what's our next one? This is fun.
Yeah, just before going to his work, I just would like to, because I've seen this before, and she said that, Ajahn Nitina said that, all the students in her class have just finished the work yesterday, and so they put up all these, around the class on next week, because tomorrow is the Mother's Day, the Queen's birthday, and you will notice, Leslie, you say that it's authentic. I really confirm that, because you can notice that, one of the students' work, it says the mother big, and the other one, mother thin. And as for the father, it just reflects, what they have seen. Father sleeping while mother is cooking.
There are a lot of real life experiences and values tied
that
up with
really
it.
is nice, So
it's nice.
So it's หัวหิน turn อาจารย์โสดาค่ะขอเชิญอาจารย์ท่านต่อไปค่ะทางหัวหิน
As a change, Ajahn Charunlak from Radbury, she focused on developing reading and writing skills, and she would like to show you the collage that she asked her students to prepare. Okay.
Let's.
Good evening. Student activities is from the student in Madhyam 1 or grade 7. They are only 12 or 13 years old. They are a group of 4. The first time, I allowed them to choose the favorite story. And they write from the story. And the last of the story, they create by themselves. They cut the words, some vocabulary, some letters, the newspaper, and mix them together and build them a story. They present their product by drama. some grammar was wrong, but they enjoy their product. Thank you.
Wow, mixed media. So we have newspapers and headlines and original writing and drawings all mixed together. That's really impressive.
Right.
Yeah. And I think I see on the first, I would love to have pictures of these. If anybody has a digital camera with you today in Hua Hin and in Bangkok, if you could take some good pictures and send those to me by email, I would just love to have these for the website. Super Dog. Oh, look at this. Here's a close-up on Super Dog. Oh, these are really amazing.
This is really a kinesthetic activity, too.
It's kinesthetic and it's reading and writing. It's really, really multiple skills, multiple intelligences, modes of working mixed together. Very impressive.
And you said the grammar was wrong, but it's okay.
It's okay. You're right. It's okay. It's absolutely okay.
Thank you very much.
Good. Because clarity and communication is more important sometimes than accuracy.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Wow. No wonder you want to show us 4 of them. You have so many great examples.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, from Bangkok, Ajahn Walat and Ajahn Purnpit, who have never missed a class, Leslie and Cindy. And they are in the Khon halfway from here to Chiang Mai. So they have put all their effort to be here.
Very good.
Okay. Good morning. For the thing that we learned from you, Leslie, and we're back to school and we teach the student about environment. And my student work is about environment. You see their work. And at our school, we plan for a small book, we call that.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. It's just like this.
Oh, nice.
And they put it like a small book.
Okay.
Okay. For this student, okay.
Oh, look at that.
Nature. Yes, it's about the nature. And this is the...
Oh.
Yes. She said that go more tree for our world.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Save water. And don't kill animals. And from that is save the world. We love school. Many things from them. And one thing that I would like to show you, one boy came to me and gave me about this because we talk about our school, how to save our school. And one boy put this, I love school holiday. And I asked him, how come? And he said that I can't get up late. And more music make him smile. And they can play football with his friends. Yes, it's very nice. This is our student work. And from Purnpit, okay, is I teach more one is the 7th grade student, and Purnpit teach more 4, the 10th grade, okay, that hurts.
Oh, okay,
student.
let's do 10th grade, okay. Wow, those are so beautiful.
There's more, Leslie. There's more.
Those too.
Okay. Good morning, Leslie. First of all, I have to say thank you so much because I am one in the Thai group that went to Oregon in April. And sorry that not see you. But Cynthia, okay, thank you very much for everything that you have done for all of us, the Thai gang. Okay.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Because I teach like more 4 in Thailand, like grade 10, okay, in USA. So I love the work or technique, English technique that you have taught us very much. My student, like last 5 sessions, is about project work. They love to do project work so much, and we still keep my students to do project work from now. And for this section, final section, is about rich classroom. I love it. My friends love it. My students as well. So the thing that we would like to tell you and show you about the student work is like the youth think. I would like the student to think about that. The youth is very like useful for them. Everything in school or in the house or everywhere, okay, can use, can make, create by their own. Like these are a lot that my students do. Okay. Like this one is like the thing and create that is easy to do, like a chopsticks and create the story about that. It's easy to work, okay, like this. And for this, it's like the lonely love. This one is the only one. But one day, both they meet together and make friends. So now they are friends forever, and they make the story and create about that by their own. This like you know that ping pong, okay, for table tennis, and it's broken already. The first sentence, he said that, why does people hit me? That do I wrong? Maybe wrong grammar, but it's okay. This sentence show hurt, something like that, and they try to create the story until okay finishes. This, for example, this one I love it. This cycle life. I was. I ask a little bit. I was born in water factory. I was cleaned for my factory. Then I had a friend. His name is Bottle. He is very good and kind. So he is my best friend. We traveled many places. Last place is Nakhon Sawan School. I was taken care by a sailor named Tingao. Now means lonely. She took me and my best friend in the refrigerator and very cold. One day in the morning, I was took off. It's when it's taken off the refrigerator. Outside is very warm. I saw many students front of me. I am very excited. After that, I was bought by a little girl. She took me off my friend and threw me away. Okay, excuse me. I know that I am not precious anymore until today. I am recycled and cleaned again. Then I have my new best friend again. It's lovely. Yeah, and how about one more? This is ice cream stick. The title is Ice Cream Stick is So Poor. This one is so lovely as well. For ice cream, there are so many colors. It makes us unserious. It is delicious when it has been eaten. It has only a stick. When we finish eating it, throw it away. Poor ice cream stick. Yeah. And then we want to keep it with us. It reminds me the good taste. We paint the colors and do the art designs. We can use this as a book marker for our favorite book. Yes, it's lovely. Okay, I just have learned from the student that if the teacher starts first, then you will see that at the back, a lot of students will follow you. And because of we are so old now, they are like active, more active than us, so they can run in front of us in the future. Thank you so much. Okay.
Very nice. Well, there are a lot of good things to comment on both of those projects. And again, please, if anybody has a camera and can send those work samples, we'd love to have them. I'm really impressed with the way that people have adopted the emphasis on fluency and communicativeness.
Right.
Letting go of perfect grammar and perfect spelling. Because students are clearly having a good time with these projects and running ahead of the project itself, as she commented.
And it also allows for a range in abilities.
Yes, I noticed that you said you're using it with grades 7 through 10, so it's scaling well to different ages and abilities also.
And you can see in the writing fluency, some people could write 5 or 6 sentences, and other people were writing full pages.
And both are fine.
Yeah.
Both are okay.
And I like the idea of using a prompt and the student writing from another perspective.
Yeah.
That's actually preparing the student for higher level thinking skills.
It is.
Intellectual empathy, looking at things from other people's viewpoints and other perspectives. That's a valuable skill.
Well, this is, you were a guest speaker for 2 sessions last year on critical thinking, and this is a really nice example of bringing critical thinking in a really small but applicable way into the classroom, in the English classroom. So thinking outside yourself, whether you're imagining yourself as another person or another thing. And that was a lot of fun, just ice cream sticks and broken ping pong balls, and good demonstration that you don't have to have a lot of money to do this, just round up things from your environment and bring them in.
And also the idea of allowing students to non-conform. If they wanted to go a little bit different than the other students, that you permitted that. And that was
nice, because in your little environmental books, you did have environmental books, and then you obviously were a wise teacher and gave leeway to students who wanted to work a little bit outside those boundaries too, and I'm sure that made that very pleasant for that student, and you got them using English. That's what the goal is there.
And the books are beautiful.
Oh, they're beautiful. I want to know how you did the cutting and the folding on that. That looks very mysterious. The last thing I want to comment on, I have a lot more I could say because these are great, but use the term project work, and I think that's absolutely accurate. It's not that we left project work behind from the first 5 sessions. It's that we've gone on to look at project work in a different way, and all of this is very much embedded, or can be embedded, in a project learning kind of framework. So I think that was a really smart connection that you made there, and absolutely on the money.
Well, you can do many things within the context of project work, so this is fantastic.
Good. Yes. Well, this is too much fun. What else have you got now?
Okay, yeah. Let's go back to Hin ค่ะ คุณสาดาค่ะ The next one from Hin.
ค่ะ the creative writings, I think we're going to have so many ice cream stick bookmarks from now on. And next we have a teacher from February, Ajahn Jamren, who would like to speak on swap shop results. And she has brought with her a number of realia. ค่ะ อาจารย์จำเริญเชิญเลยค่ะ
Thank you. Good morning. I would like to show you swap shop result from grade 7 students. 1. T-box. Number 2. T-box. Advertisement.
Okay.
This advertisement about the house. Number 3. Wrapping and label.
Labels.
What is it?
Labels.
This is vocabulary and using the dictionary. And Read it. Inspire. Look for new clippings. New clipping about Father Vicar, ในหลวง about the king. Number 5, train ticket. Train ticket.
Oh, tickets.
How to read the schedule. To read the schedule.
How to read the schedule. Ticket.
Ajahn Jamren asked his students
Grade 7
students to help collecting all areas. So the students have to prepare the vocabularies. They have to read and check in the dictionaries. And thank you.
Yes. And the last one about him and พระราชนิพนธ์พระราชนิเวศมฤคทายวัน
Tourist attraction.
The last one is the tourist attraction.
Festival. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Wow, a lot of great examples of realia. You can teach the realia workshop now. I like the idea of having students help build the collection.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, why should the teacher have to do all the work?
And also, I think the reality that she had chosen and the students had chosen are useful for teaching functional English skills or functional skills.
Yeah, I like that, functional English skills. You had everything from food boxes to advertisements. You had brochures, news clippings, tickets, schedules, maps, tourist fact sheets. What a wonderful example, set of examples from the community of real authentic materials. So those will make wonderful swap shop items and good, useful classroom materials. Thank you for demonstrating that for us.
Thank you. Now it's Bangkok's turn. Ajahn Apan, could you please?
Is this our last one from Bangkok?
One before last. Well, we have 4, but I don't know if we run out of time, we can make it the last from Bangkok. Yeah.
That's okay. No, let's watch the time. If we have time for them, it's nice to see them. So let's include as many as we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Ajahn Apan.
Good evening, Leslie and Cindy. After I have seminar with you and your colleagues, I have told my students to do many activities that is useful for them, such as before they study every topic, they will write network tree or mind mapping to concept how do they want to know. Like the first topic, family, and then like family tree or about restaurant. Okay. My map like this. What they want to know, and they will study. And then about my best story that you told me about best book, this is to help the student to read extra reading. I have 5 stories for students. They choose which one is the best and write about this to help them to know about the story and share the idea with their friends. So it makes them more understand the story that they sometimes they don't want to read or difficult for them to read. And when they do this, the students, their friends can understand more about the story, the extra reading. And about the Monte, I have to do the Monte corner. I told the students to do a lot of these, like park and library, amusements and temple, dolphin and parrot, house and school, many more like this, and give them to the corner. First time they have to share the idea, show, read, and tell and write about the words that they can get. Who get more, they will have more rewards. And then the last time that my group talked about the environment, clean up the world. My school has the project to clean up the community by making EM water. This project, the school do this to clean the dirty where place, like toilet or anywhere allow the school, allow the office, allow the house, or in the canal. So my students have to work in group to study how this project works and make a brochure like this. They make a brochure using the picture that their friends work to the community or in the school. And then the brochure, make the brochure in English to introduce to the visitors, both Thai and foreigners that visit my school. And sometimes they have to introduce or speak in English to all of them, all of the visitors. This in the brochure, we will have the step of making EM the advantage. All this that and this is an example for the and my school work, and my student group make the brochure to help together when the visitor come to my school. Thank you for this.
Wow.
Just would like to tell Leslie that, they are recycling the bottle because it's the drinking water, but what it has now is, it's kind of the cleaning liquid, to clean stuff and things, so we can drink it.
Oh, okay. This had a lot packed into it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I saw a graphic organizer to start with. That was really nice to see.
And giving students choices. They have 5 stories to choose from.
Letting students set their own study goals, letting them organize their own study that they want to undertake.
Having to compare and contrast and make a decision or decide which one is better than another and to substantiate their decisions.
There's that critical thinking skills again, too. Nice to see. Yes.
A lot of collaborating again.
Mm-hmm. I liked, you did some interesting sort of visual literacy or graphic techniques with Diamante poems where at the transition point, you marked the transition point with different colors of ink. And that was a really nice way of reinforcing the movement or the sectioning that was happening within the poems. Right. Definitely making use of authentic audiences, writing for a real purpose, communicating for a real purpose.
Yeah, letting the students see that the work that they're doing has value.
Yes, real value. Out in the community. What can I say? Wow. Wow, that was really nicely done. You guys are just doing some amazing work here. And it looks like your students are having fun. And I see you smiling, so I think you're having fun too. So maybe that will encourage everybody to keep going with English and enjoying their learning while it's happening too.
Right.
Nice work. Very nice work. All right. We have more?
Yeah. Before we go to him, I just would like to mention to Ajahn Apon that, the M water, the cleansing liquid. Perhaps, she could ask her students to write that up and put that, link that up to the Clean Up the World, the United Nations website.
Right.
For September.
Yeah. I think that's a really good idea. And the brochure, too, if you could send the brochure samples and just, write it up, I think that would be a very nice way to represent Thailand.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. and the pictures as well. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so it's Tom's turn. Yeah. ค่ะอาจารย์โสดาค่ะค่ะอาจารย์โสดาใช่ไหมคะ
This example, it's a perfect match of heaven and hell in a diamante, and it will be presented by Ajahn Sukanya. Yes, right, please.
Hello. And what I have done in my class is Diamante poem. When I did Diamante poem, I follow your steps that I have the seminar. I then first and I and my student write the poem. Help together to write the poem first, and then I let my student to do in pair. Think about the topic, and then think about the vocabulary. And here is my student work. The first one is like the topic is heaven and hell. Heaven in my student. My student think about heaven is the place that's beautiful, happy, a lot of angel and God, and in hell, hot burning fire. In Thai belief that if someone do the bad thing or do the wrong thing, when they die, they will go to fall into the hot pot in the hell. And then if someone do bad thing like interfere in the from married couple, they will go to hell and climb the red cotton tree.
Wow, these are amazing cultural vignettes.
And this is from my student, heaven and hell. Heaven, beautiful, happy, comforting, serving, liberating, angels, God, cotton tree, ghosts, disturbing, crying, mourning, dirty, unhappy, hell. And the other one is deserts and ocean.
Desert.
Okay. From deserts, dry, hot sunbathing, burning, storming, cactus, camel, shark, coral, swimming, fishing, driving, wet, cool, ocean. Okay, thank you.
Very nice. Wow, each one of you did something very creative and slightly different with your Diamante applications. It's very interesting to see. Again, I like the fact that you did the modeling first, and then you had your students work in pairs, and they certainly generated some interesting results. I think one of the things that's fascinating about something like the heaven and hell one is they do become sort of cultural vignettes or cultural snapshots of what students are thinking and what they believe and what their worldview is. And it's a way of communicating that through poetry and through visuals to other readers and viewers as well. Again, if there's any way you can send these, we'd sure love to have them for the website so we can show them to the world. Yes.
And again, I like the way you provided the framework of the task, but you let them choose their own topics and their own vocabulary.
A lot of student choice there. Yeah. I liked the desert and the camel, too.
Yeah, that was cute.
Did you notice the picture was kind of divided in half, and so you had the transition between the biospheres happening also.
Yeah, so contrasting two items, that's a good skill.
It's interesting, too, what they consider to be opposites. So we saw the dolphin and the parrot. And yeah, I mean, some of them are really obvious, like mother and father, but then some of them are very, very interesting interpretations of opposites, too. I think it's fascinating. Okay. Thank you. We're getting close at 7:15. I'm not sure how much time you'd like to allow for the closing ceremony. If you think we have time for one more, we're certainly happy to watch it. If at any point that you're ready to transition to your closing ceremonies, we'll be happy to support that too.
I think we do just 2 minutes for the last one from Bangkok. Yeah, if you don't mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Ajahn Suman, chen ka.
Good evening, Cindy and Leslie.
Good evening.
I have one of my student work project about reading. Reading seems to be the most helpful thing at my school to help my students expose it to English. And the picture that you see on the screen is about the story about the three turtles. I and a group of students in Matiyom 2, year 8, we decided to pick up one story for 1 month for our project. And after the work in group about comprehension, and then the thing that I would like them to do first is to picture out about the story. And this is one of that. And after they have finished drawing, we come to the class to criticize, it is related to the story, is it possible to be, in the story it's talking about the turtles. There are 3 of them, father, mother, and the baby. They decide to go picnic. And the student, they draw out the picture from their own imagination and the detail from the story. And the climax of the story come to when they arrived at the picnic place, and the father was really thirsty and they like to drink the turquoise cola. The problem come up. They forgot the bottle opener, and from this point, I asked the student to think who should go back home to get the bottle opener. The conclusion come out that they decide the baby should go back home, and the baby try to argue against their parent not to let him to go back home. And in this point, we can talk about the comparison, like, I'm still young. And the father said, I'm old. If I were younger, I would go back home. And this made a good friend in the class. Thank you.
Wow, very nice, very nice. Boy, there's a lot happening with that one. Oh, here's some more tortoise pictures, some more interpretive pictures. I'll let you start on that one, because there was some critical thinking involved in that one.
Oh, right. There was a lot of great things happening. Oh, there's some more pictures. Go back.
Yeah. Oh, look we have multiple versions. Yeah.
Right. Well, I like letting the students evaluate their own work.
Yeah.
When they show the picture, and does this picture really represent what happened in the story? Having the students recreate the story by a visual and then evaluate it, I think, is really an important step, but teaching them to think about what they're doing.
That draws on some of those peer and self-assessment tools that we talked about in project-based learning.
Oh, taking multiple perspectives, like what would the father think? What would what each character would think about their resolution or their solution to the problem? Again, looking at things from multiple perspectives.
Higher order thinking skills. The sort of problem solving. They forgot the bottle opener. Now what do we do? What do we do? Well, the father says, the mother says.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. That's a wonderful project.
I know. I wish I'd thought of that project. You have a lot of good ideas. I think all of you are ready to go out and, tell your other colleagues about these projects. You have taken, one of the teachers talked about, here we are, we're the teachers, we're old, we have everybody behind us, and they passed us by, and that's clearly what all of you did with the opportunities that were presented with you this time, too. So congratulations, you just did an amazing job applying things from the last 4 sessions. I'm very impressed.
We integrated a lot of the concepts and ideas that we've talked about.
Yeah, not just from the last 4 sessions, but from the previous ones.
Right.
And I'd like to give a special recognition, because I know we have some people who also attended the very first 10 set of sessions, who acted as mentors and as guides in the second set of 10 sessions. And I think that's really reflected when we start to, I see carry through from that as well, when we see the quality of projects that we're looking at here today as well.
Yeah, the projects are really educationally sound. They're not just busy work.
No.
And your students are really learning a lot on all different...
Yeah, you met the goals. Our goals at the beginning of creating a resource-rich classroom were to generate student materials, to make it authentic, to make it fun, to integrate skills, and you've done all of that and more.
Student-centered.
Student-centered, student choices, motivating. You've clearly accomplished those goals.
And assessing from a variety of different ways. Yeah.
Very nice indeed. Okay. Well, that's our segue, I think, into we're going to do some virtual handshaking or congratulating here as we do our certificates. I think we have certificates now. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. So this is towards the end of the session, and so I would like now to invite Kun Khwan Kaew Vacharathai. I think we are ready for the closing ceremony, and Tan Khwan Kaew Vacharathai would be presenting the certificates to the teachers in Bangkok, and Ajahn Seri, the principal of Wangkai Kangwon School in Hua Hin, will be presenting certificate to teachers in Hua Hin ค่ะต่อไปนี้ก็จะรายการจะเป็นการมอบวุฒิบัตรนะคะโดยทางกรุงเทพจะขอเรียนเชิญดิฉันจะขอเรียนเชิญท่านขวัญแก้ว วัชโรไทยเป็นผู้มอบวุฒิบัตรให้แก่ครูผู้เข้ารับการอบรมที่ทางกรุงเทพและขอเรียนเชิญท่านอาจารย์เสรีอาจารย์ใหญ่โรงเรียนวังไกลกังวลเป็นผู้มอบวุฒิบัตรให้กับครูผู้เข้ารับการอบรมทางหัวหินค่ะขอเรียนเชิญค่ะอาจารย์เลสลี่กับอาจารย์ซินดี้ยังอยู่กับเรานะคะเพื่อที่จะเป็นพยานในการส่งมอบวุฒิบัตรค่ะ So Leslie and Cindy, you stay with us, right?
Yes, definitely. We'll stay.
ค่ะ อาจารย์วิภาคูตระกูลค่ะอาจารย์ทัปปนะทวีวงศ์วรวัฒน์ค่ะอาจารย์ดารุณีดอนศรีจันทร์ค่ะอาจารย์สุนันท์ไทยภารักษ์อาจารย์พานิชเกิดสิ้นอาจารย์สุนันท์เชิญค่ะอาจารย์พานิชเกิดสิ้นค่ะอาจารย์สุปาณีพัฒนาราชอาจารย์นิรมนต์อ้วนไตรอาจารย์สุภัตราสมสุวรรณชัยอาจารย์สุภัตราสมสุวรรณต่อไปอาจารย์บุษบากาเซมค่ะเชิญเลยค่ะแล้วก็อาจารย์ธานินทร์เพ็งมีศรีอาจารย์รัชนีมนนะคะค่ะอาจารย์บุษบากาเซมค่ะอาจารย์ธานินทร์เพ็งมีศรีอาจารย์เพลินพิษกระต่ายจันทร์อาจารย์ดารัตน์อนุตตรังกูลอาจารย์มาลีอาสาเสนีค่ะอาจารย์กาญจนาจิตสุพรมิสเตอร์เรมอนอิมพีเรียลอาจารย์จารุรัตน์เข็มลายค่ะสลับแล้วมั้งเอาให้ไปก่อนมิสเตอร์เรมอนค่ะไม่ให้ไปก่อนค่ะ ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะค่ะค่ะต่อไปขอเรียนเชิญผู้แทนอาจารย์ค่ะทางกรุงเทพอาจารย์ดารัตน์ค่ะขอเชิญกล่าวอะไรสักเล็กน้อยนะคะค่ะแล้วเดี๋ยวผู้แทนทางหัวหินนะคะ so I'm inviting one teacher from Bangkok and another teacher from Hua Hin to give their speeches น้องสุวิมลค่ะอาจารย์จะใช้เครื่องฉายด้วยค่ะ
On behalf of a Thai teacher from Bangkok, we would like to thank you, both of you, so much for the thing that you have done for us and the thing that we learn from you. Okay, you can see from the pictures that we have done so much for, yes, okay, critical thinking that we use at our school. We use Chai Center. Look at this. Okay, integrate 4 skills, many things, many techniques that we learn from you, because we think that when we teach them like English through the activities, our classes work well. And you have seen that the thing that we have done, the student can learn a lot, and we have seen that they can use English for the contests, many contests like English quiz, and some of our students can join international program, international seminar, or for the community. Some of them are the volunteer guides, and you help the tourists during the local festival in our city. And we have seen that the thing that we learn from you and we teach our student, the student can be the global citizen in the future. And we do hope that today students are tomorrow leaders. And the thing that you share us, and thank you so much, Leslie and Cynthia. Thank you.
Oh my. Really amazing. Did you make that? You must have created that. Can we please have a copy of it? It's so beautiful. Thank you very much for those remarks. I'm afraid we can't take very much credit. It looks like you've done all the work. So congratulations on implementing a really fine set of teaching practices in your schools and your communities. That's just lovely. Yes.
Okay, next from Hua Hinค่ะ
Dear Leslie and Cynthia, before we proceed to the teachers, with the permission of the chairman, I'd like to share with you that last Friday, the eminent experts on satellite technology application met at ESCAP, and we discussed the key issue of the public-private partnership to sustain any distance education project. So we showed them the DVD on TPRS. We showed Leslie eating birds and the coyote. And, yeah, and those experts, they were so bemused, and they were really impressed. So the partnership between the University of Oregon and a school is totally unorthodox and unheard. they could not possibly think that this is possible within the span of 2 years. And as Kun Kwan Gao has always said, he said that this is a gift from a friend or Kalyanamit. It is American contribution and not American share. And the experts, they were just silent when they hear this. They hail our partnership as a model of sustainable distance education project for the region. And our cooperative partnership has been included in the recommendation to the meeting of the ministers on space technology application in ESCAP next February. And so I think I should let you know. And we have heard at the beginning a passion for learning, but it is you, your colleagues, Cynthia, including your technical team, that has shown us the passion of teaching. The teachers and students here are inspired and motivated to learning environment, and we could see the passion of teaching and the passion of learning burning together. So thank you for being the matchless match. And here I pass the microphone to the teacher. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and ค่ะตอนนี้ก็ถึงตอนก่อนที่เราจะจบรายการปีที่2ของเรานะคะก็อยากจะเรียนเชิญอาจารย์เลสลี่อับเบคแมนจากมหาวิทยาลัยออริกอนเป็นผู้กล่าวclosing speech ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ Leslie please
อาจารย์นพรคะขอให้อาจารย์ทางหัวหินพูดนิดนึงนะคะ
ขอโทษค่ะค่ะขอเชิญทางอาจารย์ทางหัวหินก่อนค่ะ sorry Leslie yeah
First of all, thanks the University of Oregon that opened wide, could Leslie, Cynthia, and University of Oregon team. Teachers in Hua Hin will always remember the smiles and great fun in the English training course, the knowledge and various skills that we have learned from you would help us to create a dynamic learning and dynamic classroom. Most the students are not scared of English anymore. They do not for them, and the students are happy to learn English as they are learning our life. That is the best techniques that we got from very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you. Would you like to say your closing remarks first, and then I'll go next?
Okay. First, I would like to say it's been a pleasure and an honor to participate in these video conference sessions. It was exciting to see the teachers experimenting with instructional approaches and strategies to enhance student learning, to make learning fun for them, and to give them skills that they can use to become self-learners in the future. I look forward to meeting some of you in the future. Maybe you will come to the University of Oregon for a visit, and if so, I invite you to come and visit the American English Institute to observe some of our classes and to meet with our teachers. And also, I hope someday to meet some of you in Thailand myself. I look forward to any future endeavors that the University of Oregon and Thailand may have together. I thank all of you for your attending, especially those who had perfect attendance the last 10 sessions. That's quite a demanding schedule to keep up with. Again, I hope to see you in the future, and thank you for all your hard work and sharing your work with us.
Thank you, Cindy. It's been a pleasure to work with Cindy in the last set of 10. We took a little different method compared to the first 10. We had a lot of different guest speakers, and based on feedback that we got from Thailand and from the teachers themselves, we went to a slightly different format this second set of 10 sessions, and I think the projects that we saw tonight demonstrate that it was really worthwhile. You achieved just some amazing results. I'd like to say thank you. Thank you very much to the United States Embassy Public Affairs, to the Royal Thai Distance Learning Foundation, to TOT Communications, to my dear colleagues at Chulalongkorn University and Thai TESOL, to the Thai Ministry of Education, and most of all, to all of the teachers. This has been a true partnership. Ourselves, on our side, when people come to us and say, oh, we hear that you're working with Thailand, and we say, it's not us working with Thailand, it's a whole team of something like 25 or 30 people at University of Oregon working with 25 or 30 organizers in Thailand. It has been truly a partnership. It's been truly a two-way learning experience. Our little secret on our side is that although we sit here as teachers and leaders from one angle on the event, truly I think we've been the winners. We've been the ones who've learned the most. We benefit hugely, immensely, on many levels from this partnership and from having worked with you. I think Ajahn Sorada's comment on sustainability is a very important one, although we say not goodbye, but see you later, we hope, tonight. I would like to emphasize to you that the quality and the depth of resources that you have on the Thailand side is just incredible. Each one of you in the workshops in Hua Hin and Bangkok are poised to be leaders yourself, to go on and continue the work that we started here today, and to lead workshops of your own, and to go back to your colleagues and show the way that you know things will work best for you with some of these innovative techniques. You don't need us to show you the way for everything. You have your own way laid out for you, and it's a beautiful path. It's a high-quality path. It's one that I hope you pursue. Passion, yes. Passion on our side, but we certainly saw a strong demonstration of passion on your side as well. And we thank you for that, and we have certainly learned and benefited from it. I would like to say just one more time, thank you very, very much. It's been a very great honor, a very great pleasure. We invite any and all of you to visit the University of Oregon campus. Our doors are wide open to our esteemed Thai colleagues at any time. Anything we can do to help make that possible, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll do everything in our power to help with that. If there are opportunities, or should I say when there are opportunities to work together in the future, not just Cindy and I, and not just the American English Institute, but the University of Oregon, I think I can speak for President Frohnmeyer, for Vice Provost Russ Tomlin, Vice Provost Chun Sheng Zhang, Vice Provost Don Harris. The recent visit, the goodwill visit on behalf of Her Royal Highness Princess Pachara Kitiapa Mahidon. We had the great honor of having her visit here at University of Oregon. Opened the doors to Thailand on this side in just the most amazing ways. I have just a flood of email, of phone calls, of personal information. The university is really very committed to its ties to Thailand, and I think through this project we have seen those ties grow and will continue to see them increase over time as well. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your deep commitment and your great energy and passion that you have brought to this project. We say thank you very much and see you again very soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.